No. If there's one thing that I
He's got
know.
the shoddy.
It's heating and air conditioning.
Brewstew. It's been a while, but this popped up on my radar, and I knew when I saw it, I just had to watch it with you guys. You know, I haven't done a reaction to them, and I mean, God, it's got to be at least 8 or 9 months now. But they have a new video out called Ghost Hunt. I have no idea what this is going to be about. I know that maybe it's about the anime. I know that there's a really fucking funny American translation to an anime about ghost hunting. Or it could be a retrospective piece about TV shows that came out and probably still come out now about ghost hunting. I haven't seen those in a long time, but I remember being a kid and seeing these people just be like going into haunted houses and stuff with their night vision cameras and shit and being like, I don't know, man. Seems like you guys are hopping this up a bit. Like a water drops in a hallway, like upstairs, and they're like, "Oh my God, did you hear that?" I don't know. Not my thing, but I always find it to be kind of humorous. So yeah, let's jump into this and see what Brewstew has in store for us, shall we?
All right. So like 8 years ago, I got the chance to go on a professional ghost hunt.
Oh
You might be
my
thinking,
God.
professional ghost hunt? What kind of Scooby-Doo crap are you talking about? Well, I thought the same thing when my friend Brewer came up to me at work one day and was like, "Hey, want to go on an overnight ghost hunt at a rundown state prison?" What the? An overnight
the
ghost
hell?
hunt at a rundown state prison? What are you, on mescaline? What are you talking about? Well, long story short, Brewer just happened to know some people that were a part of a professional ghost hunting team. Professional ghost hunting society. Society sounds spookier, I guess. I don't know. Now, at the time, I wasn't aware of any professional ghost hunters, apart from the ones in the 70s that smoked pot in a van with a Great Dane. And I can't say that a professional ghost hunt was at the top of my bucket list either. But I was like 22 years old at the time, so I was like, fuck it, I'll go for it. I'll go on a ghost hunt, possibly get possessed by the devil. What's the big deal?
What's
Now, this
the big
overnight
deal?
investigation was at the former Mansfield State Reformatory in Ohio. And there's two things that you need to know about this place. One, it hasn't been operational for like 30 years, because apparently the prison was so shitty that the prisoners filed a lawsuit against the fucking state of Ohio. I didn't even know you could do something like that. They all just go into a courtroom one day like, "Hey, judge, this place is a shithole." Well, yeah, it is a prison. Yeah, but it's like, god damn, you know? Well, it's hard to argue with that, I guess. Sustained, overruled, shut the place down. And two, the Mansfield State Reformatory just so happened to be the filming location for the movie The Shawshank Redemption. And you bet your ass they have a museum there, and they offer tours of all the filming locations. So when we got there that night, that was the first thing that we did. To hell with any goddamn ghost investigation.
For
We got
real.
to fucking see the bench where Morgan Freeman sat at and ate a tuna fish sandwich. We got to see the line that everybody stands at the beginning. The Brooks was here, so was Red carving in the wood. We're reenacting scenes from the movie and shit. Hey, bro, check this out. Get busy living or get busy dying. Now, that's pretty good. Check this one out.
I have to remind myself that some birds aren't meant to be caged. Their feathers are just too bright.
Dude, your fucking Morgan Freeman impression sucks ass. Needless to say,
That's
it was
funny.
worth the trip just for the tour. But let's not forget what this cartoon's about, after all. A fucking professional ghost hunt. So after the tour, we meet up with this professional ghost hunting team, their society. And at first, I didn't know what to expect. I mean, what's a professional ghost hunter supposed to look like, after all? I was picturing
Yeah.
like a dude in a cloak with like a Fu Manchu mustache and like fucking cloudy eyeballs. I don't know. But instead of that, it was just a bunch of normal dudes wearing polos. Hi, my name's Bill, and I do heating and air conditioning for a living. But in my spare time,
I investigate the fucking dead.
I have to say that these guys seem pretty legit with all their paranormal equipment that they had. We're talking electromagnetic field detectors, thermometers that could find cold spots so you could walk through dead people. I mean, some of the shit they had was a little questionable, but, well, what the hell do I know? Yeah, this here's my Spirit Blaster 9000. I use it for
Spirit
personal
Blaster.
protection against demonic forces. That looks like a pump-action shotgun. Oh, I'm sorry, are you the fucking professional here? It's a goddamn Spirit Blaster 9000, all right? So we break up into two teams, or, well, two mini-societies, if you will. There's the Tim Robbins Mini-Society, which would investigate the western cell block of the prison. And then there's the Morgan Freeman Mini-Society, consisting of me, Brewer, and Captain HVAC himself. And we were in charge of the eastern cell block. Now, we had two basic goals for this investigation. One, study any paranormal activity that we discovered in the prison. And two, don't get possessed by the fucking devil. Maybe the second one was just my own personal goal. Ever since I seen the fucking Exorcist when I was 8 years old, being possessed by the devil has just been like a top 5 fear of mine, all right? And if it was ever gonna happen, it was gonna happen at a fucking overnight paranormal investigation at a rundown reformatory. So with that in mind, we start Scooby-Dooing it in the Eastern Cell Block. And I have to say that investigating a derelict prison is a pretty unsettling experience, to say the least. I mean, it's darker than a carload of assholes in there. We're armed with nothing but a goddamn flashlight. Here's some actual footage that I recorded, and as you can see, those prisoners did have a point. The place was indeed a shithole after all. Here you can see an area that clearly says stay out, which, well, we promptly ignored. And that led us to a very terrifying place. Well, it's a room full of shitters, apparently. Just a bunch of potties bunched together in the dark, which I have to say is pretty unsettling if you ask me. But the most unsettling part of the investigation was when Captain HVAC had us turn off our flashlights, sit in the complete darkness, and, I don't know, become one with the state reformatory. And it was right about this point where I wondered what the fuck I was doing with my life.
For real.
And here I am in the dark, in the middle of an abandoned state prison, completely vulnerable. We're practically asking to get possessed by the devil at this point. There could be a fucking demon in pissing distance of us, and we'd have no idea. Any second, I'm gonna look over at Brewer, and he's gonna be like,
I am the devil.
Meanwhile, Captain HVAC is over there totally engulfed in all his paranormal toys. All right, guys, I'm gonna use my Spirit Detector 9000 and see what's out there. Is that a fucking Nokia phone taped to a badminton racket? Shut the hell up, I think I'm getting something. I fucking knew it. All right, everybody, follow me. So at this point, we enter into a room that I assumed was the prison showers. And my first thought was, oh, great, the prison showers. This place surely won't be haunted as hell. Nothing bad ever happens in the prison
Oh
showers
my
after all.
God.
And just when I think that, we heard a noise from the other side of the room. And by we, I mean 2 out of the 3 of us heard it. Holy smokes, did you guys hear that? Yeah, I fucking heard that. Hey, you guys want to get Taco Bell when we're done here? God damn it, get your head in the game. I think that noise came from that vent over there on the wall. So we go over to the other side of the room where this big-ass vent is, and the fucking Nokia phone just starts going ballistic. Holy hot dogs on a stick. Boys, there might be something demonic in this vent. Are you sure? It just looks like a normal vent to me. No. If there's one thing that I
He's got
know.
the shoddy.
It's heating and air conditioning.
Now, I don't care if you believe in ghosts or not. This was a pretty butthole-clenching moment, no matter who you were. The odds of somebody getting possessed by the devil had to have been through the goddamn roof at this point. Well, suddenly Captain HVAC whips out another one of his paranormal gadgets. All right, we're gonna have to use the Spirit Box 9000 and see if this presence wants to communicate with us. Now, I gotta say, the Nokia badminton racket was one thing, but this Spirit Box 9000 contraption was on a whole nother level. Somehow, this device allows spirits to talk to the living. I don't know what the science is behind it, something to do with frequencies and an electromagnetic whatever the fuck, but somehow a ghost can form a word with this machine, and the machine says the word out loud for you to hear. It's basically a fucking speak and spell, but for dead people. So he whips this bad boy out and was like, hello, we are the Morgan Freeman Mini Society. On a scale of 1 to 10, can you tell me how dead you are? And I shit you not, as soon as he asked that fucking Spirit Box 9000 said one word and one word only. Murder. God, did that thing just say murder? Murder. I don't like this anymore. Murder. Murder. Murder! Blah. Oh my God! All right, that's not what really happened. I kind of wish it did. It would have made a better ending to the story. But instead, what really happened was that me and Brewer sat there for like 45 minutes and watched this guy have a conversation with a fucking vent, and this goddamn Spirit Box 9000 just uttered a bunch of random-ass words that made absolutely no sense. Porcupine. Popsicle. Pumpernickel. Pumpernickel? What the hell? Hang on, is this thing fucking calibrated right? Yeah, I don't know what late-night QVC infomercial this dude bought this thing from, but it was a complete pile of horse shit. Penguins. Pop Tart. Panama. What the hell? Why is it only saying P words? This thing is a piece of shit. So I think it's safe to say that we didn't experience any paranormal activity at the Mansfield State Reformatory. That might seem disappointing at first, but while on the plus side, nobody got possessed by the devil and did a fucking backwards crab walk down the steps either. So I consider the investigation a success. And you might be sitting there watching this like, oh, you piece of shit. What an anticlimactic ending. Well, what can I say? Real life's not a goddamn Quentin Tarantino movie, all right? Feel free to take your ass down to your local Walmart and pick up a Ouija board, and you can go talk to the devil yourself and see if you get a better ending. Good luck with that shit. In the end, we survived the investigation of the Mansfield State Reformatory, and most importantly, we did get fucking Taco Bell on the way home.
Hey,
So
that
it was
is
a great
important.
night. The end.
Well, there you have that. I figured as much. I often like see those society folks driving around in my town. There's a couple ghost hunting groups in this area, and you'll see like they are proud of this shit, bro. Like they will have stickers and decals like on the backs of their cars and shit, and you'll see like Ghost Hunting Society of Appalachia or something like that. And then you'll drive past them, and it is exactly as he described, the most average ass middle class white motherfuckers on planet Earth who look like they could file your taxes, or you know, that they would be working on fixing your washing machine, or you just regular ass, mostly middle-aged white dudes with like 5 kids or something. It is always ridiculous. And then, you know, I never hear anything or see any evidence of them ever fucking finding anything. And I have been on a couple of like ghost hunts with my friends who got super into this shit. Like early on in the Google Play Store, that one of my friends found like one of those meters that detects things and finds ghostly presence and shit. And they got super into it for about 2 months. And then like, I guess everybody realized that there was nothing really fucking going on that they were finding, so they got bored with it. But they did the whole shit, like sitting in the fucking dark in these abandoned houses and shit, and talking to the fucking walls and all this. And it's just like, man, come on. Really? Not my fucking thing. Not really what I'm into. You can call me a skeptic despite the experiences that I have had that seemed supernatural, I guess. But like, I don't know, man. It just seems like if there is something to this shit, it's not going to be like, oh, you've got your cameras out, you've got your equipment out, this is the time I'm going to show up. I don't know. The spooky ghost shit for me, out of all of the content that exists about it, it's like a small, tiny microcosm of shit is real. Most of it seems to be either blown out of proportion or absolutely fabricated. But that's just my opinion. I would love to hear what you have to say. Let me know down in the comments what you think about this, and what are your paranormal experiences. Do you believe ghosts exist? I would love to know. Let me know down in the comments. And if you enjoyed this reaction, you could always go over to brewstew's channel and subscribe to them and see more of their content. If you enjoyed how I reacted to the situation, you could always give me a like, subscribe to my channel, even hang around. Hell, we do live streams, we do all kinds of stuff, we have fun around here. If you're interested in that, then you should stick around. I do appreciate you for watching this reaction though, and hope to see you next time. Take it easy, y'all.